So I'll start with XRP. Yeah, and it's pretty
Okay.
straightforward. Um, from from the drop earlier, it's still in a consolidation mode, and again you can see this on the 1 hour. You can see it playing out the arc pattern. Yeah. Um, if I go down into the 15 minute, it's playing that a bit more. So here's a mountain peak, and you can see the wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Looks like third drop here, and potentially a final peak, a final bounce, and we might get a lift. We might get a lift up before a drop. I think it's gone down. Um, but until that's for sure, is I'm looking at 39.50 as an invalidation for the drop. So if it starts breaking 39.50 and heading up beyond that, it looks like it's going to keep going. And again, uh, 38 38.50 pretty much breaks below this, starts heading down. Again, it looks like we have to spill. Yeah. So here it is on the 15 minute arc. Uh, still playing out here. Is There's a push up as we talk. Is what am I looking for with regards? We'll push it down. Is exactly this on the 1 hour. Here's the 20 EMA, the white, the 20 MA, the pink. Is I'm looking for something to reject it. Yeah. If I go to the 4 hour, here's the 5 MA coming down, and we'll see how this deals with it. Yeah. But still the same thing. Look, here's the red channel. Zoom out a little bit. It's still doing the channels here. Is broke back into the red channel. Here's the red channel. It's back testing the red channel at the moment. And again, this white line is the support line of the 15-minute arc. Here we go. So that yellow line here is that white line here. So you can see it's playing within this space that I suggested earlier on. And then I'm looking for, if I look at the 20 EMA and the 55, if I go down to the 1 hour just to have a quick look, again you can see there's the 20 here is coming for a touch possibly. It might even get up to the 55. This is what I'm talking about, that it might have to go and get that final lift before rejection. So 39.50, here's the 55 EMA on the 1 hour. Yeah. If I go down and look at how it's playing out on the 5 minute, you can see here that here's the 5 minutes been bouncing along this. Is now here's the 5 minute break in the 55 again, and again it looks like there's an impulse here. And here's, this looks like a little bit double bottom, and here it is pushing up for its final lift. Yeah. If we go into the RSI and the stock RSI, you can see the 5 minutes topping out, so it's due a correction soon. Yeah. Equally the 15 minute hasn't crossed over, but equally the stock on the 15 minute is coming up. So again, it might stay up for a little bit, but again, 15 minutes it'll be due to come down before it gives much more of a pump. Yeah. If I just quick flick to the hour, there we are. There's the hour, and here we are coming back up and maybe touching. Probably going to touch this. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Waiting for this consolidation phase to be over for it to show what it wants to do. Yeah. Is one final thing I'm going to show here is the MAs, and on the 12 hour, because the main one that turned and it sort of dictates the second half of the day is the 12-hour, is the 12-hour turned, and earlier on the day that it had gotten back up here, the body, but it got pushed down close to when it was turned. So this is not such a big rejection candle. If it had been a rejection candle this long, and it turned, I would expect a bit of a pushback for the first hour or two or few hours of the 12-hour. So you can see the lift up here. So now this space allowed for the 10 to come down, the 5 to come down, the 20 EMA, 20's gone up a little bit, yeah. So these guys are all still pushing down. There may be a push up to the 10 MA, which again is at 39 at the moment. There may be a push to that, and then it gets a push down. If it starts going above that, then again I'll come out of my shorts, take the profit, and then I'll watch to see if it really is going to keep going up. This line here is the medial line, the midline, the Bollinger medial line. So this is an MA as well. So it may here 39.50. It may touch this before it gets a push back down. So that's the space I'm watching for continuation down. If it breaks it, then it looks like it's going to start to pop up. Yeah. So that's it. We're just waiting. We're waiting for it to show itself. The MAs on the earlier time frames, because there was such a drop, you're getting the 5s coming down fast. There's the 5 coming down. The 10 was a bit slower. That's on the hour. On the 2-hour, again, 5 is getting down even a little bit slower. But look, the 10 is only coming down on the 2-hour now. So they're a bit slow. The 5's getting down, but the 10 is sort of, look, it's a bit slow getting down. But look what it's cutting through. It's cutting through all these MAs here, yeah, which is a significant to pull them down. There's no MAs beneath, so if this goes, there's no MAs stopping it below if it decides to go, yeah. Again, here's the 4-hour here. Now the thing about the 4-hour here is this is a bit, look, there's the 5 coming down, cutting through all these, but here's the 10 and the 20s here. Nothing is sort of nosediving here. There's no big eagerness for these guys to come down. I'm watching that carefully. However, on the 6-hour, look at the 5 cutting through these MAs, and again, these MAs are looking like they're ready to spill more. Yeah. So these later MAs on the hourlies, look, there's more of a spill mode there. Yeah. So we'll see. We just got to wait it out. I'm guessing that there might be a push up for New York, and Mihaela was mentioning there might be a push up before the push down. So that's what I'm watching for, and that's it. That's me. That's still the same scenario playing out as this morning. It's just a little bit further on down the road. Even as we talk, look, you can see that this wick. Look at this wick. What's after happening there? Let's go back to the hour. Yeah, there was a bit of a green candle there, and it's getting a little bit of rejection at the moment. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that's me. That's me, and I'll keep posting. I'll keep posting as it goes along. If something significant happens, I'll post away. So Mihaela, are you ready to hop in?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Let me start sharing the screen.
Okay.
Go.
Let me close mine down.
Now I will start with ETH for change.
Hang on one sec. Just let me open up your screen so everybody can see it, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, that's you. Go ahead.
Super. So I will start with ETH for change, and I will start with the MAs on the 1-hour. Now, London did put a second foot down here at 12 o'clock, which looks like a 1-2 on the way up. At the moment, I'm looking at two things. As Roy was talking about, this being continuation, just consolidation for continuation. I'm looking at price action getting above this little bump in the W. So that would be the the midpoint of the W. And I'll show you what I mean on the pattern. So this would be 1 foot down, W, second foot down, and then going up. Now, for this W to be valid and for it to mark a double bottom and a reversal pattern, we need to go above this little bump here, which is 1775, which is basically regaining support of the 1750 level. So we on the 1 hour, we break this line, the 1775, this point. We might be, now I am a bit more generous with the level, and I am including the wick as well, just to be on the safe side. So we go above the wick here in the middle, and we consolidate on the next candle above it. It looks like we're going to come up to at least a 50 on the 1 hour, and then there we see what's going to happen. If I look at this drop down, I see only 2 levels down. So we might come up here to the 50 and then down again. And that wouldn't invalidate the impulse waves down, because that would be below what happened here. So that I'm looking at that as a possibility. Or if we turn the 50 into support, revisiting the 1950 level, we didn't even get to it here, but that's that would be my target upwards on the short time frames. We have to see what happens when it meets this previous high. This would be the confirmation of the W. The invalidation of the W as a reversal pattern would be if we come down below this, below the previous low, and again we stay there. So we just a wick down below the previous low, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to come lower. If it's a wick down and then a push up, a rise up, then we might be doing an inverse head and shoulders, and again looking to reverse later on. But if it is a push down below the 1722 and the next candle continues below the 1722, I think we will revisit lower levels at 1700 or even below. ETH has already done its double bottom, which is a little bit worrying. So my next technical target would be 1550. Of course, I would have to look at it level by level to see how the MAs follow, but I would take this as a target if we fail to gain support above the 1775 here in the short term. I'm not sure what's going to happen this week. I'll keep you posted in the chat as the week progresses. We need to see if at least on the 1 hour, if not on the 4 hour, we're managing to gain some support. Let me just flick to the MAs. Second. For some reason, I don't. There it is. Yes, there it is. Okay. I was wondering where my MA chart was. So these are the two points that I'm watching: the previous high and the previous low. We go above the previous high, we gain support, and I'm pretty sure in a couple of hours the 20 MA on the 1 hour will come down. So if we get above it, we might get to the 50, and at the 50, eyes peeled to see if we're going to get rejected and do another leg down, or if we continue upwards and again challenge the 1950 level. Bitcoin is in the same situation. I'll change to they're going together nicely, Ethereum and Bitcoin these past 2 weeks. The only difference is in double bottom that Ethereum has already done, which would be again, that's a long-term situation, which would be questionable if Bitcoin decides to go for a deeper correction. Same 2 points for confirmation and invalidation on Bitcoin. We have the previous high at 29,700. If we manage to get above it and consolidate above it, then we seem to have a W formation starting. If this is just a stop loss hunt, and if we see a violent move up to, let's say, the 20 MA on the 1 hour, somewhere around the 30,000, and then a violent push down, this was just a stop loss hunt, a nice relief for another push down, because again, this Bart Simpson formation here, I can't tell if it's completed its levels by the looks of it. So I see one level here, I see one level here, but there was no midline consolidation, so it went straight down. So we get above the 29,700. We might challenge the 50 on the 1 hour again at about 30,500, which was the whole support and resistance level of this part of consolidation. This was a 15-minute arc here. But if this just goes up and wicks up and then comes down and rushes down past the previous low, and again we consolidate there for the next hour, that means we're coming down another level. And for that next level down, I would have the breaking of the 28.6 as confirmation of that descent, and then down maybe for a double bottom at 25,900. Now this might happen in the space of a week or two, not necessarily today, but today I expect to see one of these two things in the New York session, and I will be trading accordingly. I see a lift past the bump in the middle, and that lift is confirmed, we're going up, a drop past the previous low, and again that is confirmed, we're coming down another level. Just a quick word on the MAs. We don't have any support on the 4 hour at the moment, except for the Bollinger at 28.6. The candle formation here shows a nice leveling out of the bottom, but here the 5 is coming down still quite aggressively. On the 1 hour, we seem to have gained the support of the 5 and the 10, which looks like a nice support for a lift. So the previous high got rejected at the 10. This seems to get above it. Again, I'm looking at the 30,000 for a possible lift, and then rejection down, another leg down. That would be me and Bitcoin and Ethereum, quite similar patterns. To sum up, is it or is it not a W double bottom reversal? We get our answer once we're past the confirmation and validation points, which are, again, the confirmation for the drop would be the invalidation for the lift, and the other way around.